Hello again. We will now continue for the third video for the topic of budgeting. In the previous video, we have already discussed the three first type of the master budget, which include the sales budget, production budget, and direct materials budget. In this particular video, you're going to be exposed to the direct labor budget, manufacturing overhead budget, ending inventory budget, and selling and admin budget. Let us go into the direct labor budget. This budget is developed from the production budget. So you need the information from the production budget in order for you to calculate or prepare the direct labor budget. The direct labor budget requirements must be computed so that the organization can determine whether sufficient labor time is available to meet the budgeted production needs. By knowing in advance how much labor will be needed, whether you are going to have one shift operation or you're going to need to have two shift operation for the production throughout the budget year, the company can develop plans to adjust the labor force as required by circumstances. Organizations that neglect direct labor budget may face the risks such as labor shortage or having to hire and lay off workers at awkward times. You do not want to come into a situation where you have not enough workers, or you may come into a situation where you have more workers that you don't require. Erratic labor policies lead to insecurity, low morale, as well as inefficiency for the company. The next type of budget is manufacturing overhead budget. So this particular budget provides a schedule for all cost production other than direct materials and direct labor. So earlier, we have already looked at the direct materials budget and the direct labor budget. Any other costs of production will fall under the manufacturing overhead budget. The next budget is ending inventory budget, or it is called the ending inventory finished goods budget. After preparing the sales budget, the production budget, direct materials budget, and direct labor budget, as well as manufacturing overhead budget, the management has all the data needed to calculate the unit product cost. So this calculation is needed for two reasons. Okay, we have two reasons. Number one, to determine cost of goods sold on the budgeted income statement. And number two is to determine the amount to be inserted on the balance sheet inventory account for unsold units. So these are the two main reasons, okay, why the ending inventory finished good budget is needed. The carrying cost of unsold units is calculated on the ending inventory finished good budget, because not all the time you will be able to sell all product. There are cases you have unsold units left in the company. The next one in this particular video is selling and admin budget. What is selling and administrative expenses budget? So this budget lists the budgeted expenses for areas other than manufacturing. The previous budget is on the manufacturing, but this one is other than manufacturing. It talks about the selling as well as administrative. So in large organizations, this budget would be a compilation of many smaller individual budgets submitted by department head. So imagine like a company like UPM. It is a big company. It has many faculties. It has many departments. So each department and faculties will need to provide its own budget, and everything will be compiled in one big budget. And other staff responsibility for selling and administrative expenses. For example, the marketing manager in a large organization will submit a budget detailing the advertising expenses for each budget period. That's all for now. We will continue on the following video on cash budget, budgeted income statement, and budgeted balance sheet. Bye-bye for now.